Boot fans, welcome on in. Right here today I've got two of the more technical advanced boots currently on the market. I've been meaning to bring you a comparison review of both of these for a while. We got the Magista, which is the original mid-cut collar boot released to market, and we've got the Superfly, which came out shortly afterwards and featured the same type of technology. What we're going to do here is we're going to take a look at them side by side, compare some of the characteristics that both of them have on offer, and then it's down to you guys deciding which boot is more preferable to your playing style. And the thing about these boots is they are designed for two different styles of players. The Magista is more of a control boot. It features the same kind of technology as you will see in the Superfly, and it has the mid-cut collar. It's got that fly knit material, as you can see, that fits down through the laces. You can see it right in here. And then the upper has this textured design that adds some extra control on the ball. You can see how much definition is in that material. And the whole concept behind this Magista release is, you know, it gives you a cleaner touch on the ball, it gives you that extra little bit of touch, and then it gives you that glove-like fit. But the thing about this is slightly different to the Superfly is that it's got a looser forefoot, and it gives a lot more stretch, as you can see through the fly knit in the laces, and it provides a little bit more of a better fit for a wider fitting player. Flip them over real quick, you'll see that the sole plate features these conical studs, and it makes them ideal for use on multiple surfaces, primarily artificial surfaces. I mean, these are going to be useful. It won't get stuck in the surface. And when we bring in real quick the Superfly, just to compare them real fast, you get that same dynamic mid-cut collar. And just to note, I have worn these several times, so you might notice there's a little bit of dirt that is tough to get off. And that's one of the things about these boots in the mid-cut collar. They are a little bit more difficult to keep clean. You definitely have to pay more attention to them, and that when you get home from your game or training session, you're going to have to take them out and air them out, air dry them, to make sure they're ready for next game. The upper, again, you'll see the fly knit runs through the lacing, so there's plenty of stretch right there. But the difference here is the fact that we have this fly wire material, these bio cables that run through the midfoot. And they offer some additional strength in here, but they also keep the material a little bit tighter than you'll find on the Magista. So it is a little bit more of a different fit across the forefoot. It doesn't open up as far. The material itself, there's less texture. There is some texture to it still, but it's not as prominent as you'll find on the Magista. Very different styles. And that's why this boot is designed more for speed and acceleration, and being a little bit more explosive on the ball. When you flip them over, you'll see that it has this bladed configuration, and again, that's going to be a little bit different on different surfaces. Where I found these to be most effective is on FG. They're not really a suitable boot for AG surfaces. Sorry, I'll take that back. It's not that they're not suitable, they're not as suitable as something like the Magista with those conical studs. You can definitely still wear these on FG surfaces, but you might notice a little bit more drag as you play. But it is a very different style boot. One of the things I've noticed about these, considering they are a speed boot, this dynamic mid-cut collar is a little bit confusing to me, because as it sits across your ankle up along the front of your foot, you feel a little bit of pull as you look to accelerate away. If you get what I mean here, you're going to pull off the surface and push. And I found that kind of pulls against the surface of your foot. It doesn't give you that natural reaction in your ankle line. So if you're going to chop and turn, you have that material that keeps that one feeling with the boot, but it doesn't allow your ankle to twist and turn. So for that reason, I actually see the addition of the mid-cut collar to be a lot more useful in the Magista series than I do in the Superfly. And that's worth bearing in mind, seeing as this is a control boot. You know, the player in the middle of the park wants to get on the ball, wants that as one natural feel with their boot. And that's something that I see as a pretty substantial difference between both of these ranges. In terms of weight, the Magista weighs in at 7.2 ounces, and the Superfly, I think, is like 6.8, 6.9. So there really isn't much of a difference in that respect. They're both super lightweight. And again, just to summarize, the main differences is obviously the design of the forefoot. You get the fly wire and the Superfly, and then that configuration on the sole plate. Then it is totally down to your personal style and personal taste in boots and what you want to go for. Both boots come in around the same price range. They are pretty high priced compared to the market. They come in the $270 to $300 range. But again, they offer something truly unique to the market and different that nobody else can offer for players. Before you leave, make sure you subscribe to Surf Geeks 101. Give us a thumbs up and a like if you enjoyed this video. Then leave me a comment down below. Let me know which of these two boots suits your style. Tell me what you think of this review, if you agree what I've got to say. And I want to get involved in your conversation. I want to know if you guys see the same thing as I see with these boots and the ranges and what they have on offer for different playing styles. That's it for this edition, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Until next time.